Hello there, Sir from 17 once again. This is my Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Foxiest of the Hounds walkthrough. This is mission 11, it's Confronting the Bomb Maker. And we're going to be coming up now on something quite interesting. There's a choice in this game that will dictate which main mission you get, and you cannot do both, I don't think. I'm going to go after the Bomb Maker, and it's going to mean that I cannot do the heist of the Vista Labs or whatever it's called. And I've never seen that mission, and I'm looking forward to going back through and doing it. But on this particular walkthrough, we're going to be going after the girl. And right now is the choice. And she actually cock-blocks you from using that train station until after her dialogue, which I really don't appreciate. I wish you could hang up on the noisy bitch, but you can't. You know, I'm sure she's very useful and important, but I don't know too much about the Juggernaut Collective because I've only done the main missions, and it's got to be said, it's kind of fucking vague. I don't remember them in the last game. I appreciate that they've probably come to rise after the events of that incident, but I don't understand their collection at all. All I know is that there are powers at work that want to expose them and I assume eliminate them, because that's kind of what I inferred from the information that I've got. And I suppose you could call them the good guys in this, kind of the moral good, because they're trying to make the world a better place for both orcs and humans, and they're trying to stop people from controlling too much. But you don't really learn too much about them if you just play the main campaign, and maybe if you don't read a lot, because I read a bunch of stuff at the beginning, but I was trying to get this walkthrough done quickly so I could help people, and that means I have to sacrifice my own enjoyment and my own, knowledge of the world. But here is the hacking from a distance. You don't have to do this, you can walk up to them and touch them, it's much quicker. I wanted to Icarus landing onto the cables, because you can stand on the cables on this mission. I think that's a really, really cool idea, and it's not used a lot, but it's used on this particular sequence. On my first run, I could hack the door needed to get where I want to go, so this is a bit of improvisation right now, and I'm always fearful of improvising on a walkthrough because I don't know if the strategy I'm coming up with is guaranteed. I like to test things to make sure they're consistent, because in my eyes, if you have to get lucky to get a strategy, it ain't a strategy, and unfortunately, it happens more than I would like, and I always try and express that this is RNG bullshit when it is, but for the most, as long as you follow what I do and as long as your patterns line up, the things I'm doing should work every time, except for the grabbing of ledgers, because sometimes Adam's a lazy bastard. But Icarus up here, notice the heist has just failed, and then you want to hack this door. This is a pretty tough hack, this one. It's only level 1, and here's a tip, guys. Whenever you see a hack that says it's level 1, it means it's either superfluous or it's mandatory. And when I say mandatory, it means the game wants you to hack it, and that's why it's not difficult. This is a doorway that you need to go through. There will no doubt be other ways into this, but you can hack this regardless of your abilities, because they've made an active choice with this game, unlike the last one, to enable you to hack the things that get you to where you need to go. And I think that that's a really clever choice, because they're still tricky hacks, but they're not level 5s, so you can't even try them. And on the last game, sometimes you just couldn't touch the damn things, so I think that's a really, really cool idea. But here is the dialogue choice to win the discussion with this lady. Once again, guys, I'm going to put a separate video with the full dialogue in for you to truly understand how to do this if this is a bit too confusing, because it is disembodied. But be careful hacking her laptop as well here if you do it. If you mess up, for some reason, a security guard in the complete opposite room with no line of sight for you will come suspicious and on alert. Like, straight up, he's going to come and try and kill you if you're not careful. Because I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I thought I was in trouble, I thought I'd done something, and it turns out, because I failed the hack, somehow that police guy is psychic, and he came and was out for blood. And I had to reload and sit the 40-second punishment, the timeout stool of Deus Ex, which was kind of annoying, but lessons learned, I guess. And we're moving up towards the tougher parts of the game. When the level goes into curfew, that's when things get trickier, and then there's the two tricky areas, which is getting into the theatre, which is quite tricky because of a finicky window that I hate, and then the convention centre, which is the hardest part of the game because it's just very particular and tricky to figure out. But once you've got the paths, guys, you can do it in like 5 minutes. I stomped that level, you're going to love it. But this is the end of the video coming up. We're going to be moving, I think, towards... Is it towards the helipads so that we can go to the GARM facility? Because, of course, we're going to miss Mission 12, guys, because there is no Mission 12 for me. It was the heist. We're going to go immediately to Mission 13, which is in the Swiss Alps. And it's one of my favourite levels in the game, because it's beautiful, it's different, but by God is it brief. The brevity of that level makes me sad. You can also use an ice drill, which I'm not going to show you, which is a shame, but it's super cool that you can. So mad props to the developers. Have I mentioned I really like this game? It might be rare for some people that are used to me shitting on everything. This game is amazing. It really is. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for watching. You take care now.